welcome to another episode of On His Majesty's Brick Service. Now today I'm back with a video that I promised you last year and I promised you earlier this year as well, and that is finally the Let's Get Building episode where I build the set that last year I dedicated the whole of the year to this big project, and that was to collect all the pieces required for the Super Star Destroyer. Yes, the UCS Super Star Destroyer. Now I am so excited because this is the first ever UCS set from Star Wars that I have owned. Although I didn't buy it in the box, I have bought all the pieces for it, so I still think that counts. Now this is set number 10221. It came out in 2011 and it contains a whopping 3,152 pieces. It also has 5 minifigures, including Admiral Firmus Piet, which I think I've pronounced correctly, obviously Darth Vader, and then we've got the Bounty Hunters Bosk, Dengar, and IG-88. Now I will be going into a little bit more detail, possibly at the end, about actually how much this has cost, because my goal last year was to spend £50 a month, roughly, to get all of the pieces, totaling no more than £600. Because if you remember back to that video, I reckoned that on the second-hand market, this set went for roughly between £600 and £1,200. Generally speaking, it was more like the 800 to 1200, but I had seen it as low as 600. Now, if I've been able to collect all these pieces for less than 600, then I think I've been onto something. Now, I'm super excited to get onto this. We are going to have to actually go not to the workbench, but to the dining room table, because this is such a big set with so many pieces. So we will be going there in a second, but I just want to mention one thing, and that is that 2024 may include a similar project, but probably won't be a UCS set. In fact, it'll probably be something much smaller that I want to get my hands on. So we'll wait and see what that's going to be. The TIE Fighter helmet is one that is definitely on my radar, because it's the only helmet I haven't got other than the Commander Cody and the Princess Leia helmet. That's not Princess Leia's face, but it's a helmet from Return of the Jedi. Those two are still available. TIE Fighter isn't, so we'll see about that. But anyway, without further ado, guys, let's jump down to the dining room table and let's start building this. guys, so here it is, the Super Star Destroyer, the UCS version. I can't believe I actually have this and I've actually built it. Now, in terms of the build time, I think it took me somewhere around 10 to 12 hours. It wasn't too bad. Some parts very repetitive. It probably didn't help that most of the time I was building this in the evenings after I put little one to bed, and I was quite exhausted. Certainly got to a point about an hour and a half to 2 hour point in each session where I was really sort of struggling to focus and keep my eyes focused on the instructions and the pieces. So it was a challenge. Really enjoyed it though. I have to say, I can understand why people want UCS sets. It's incredible to build something with this many pieces and to see how it goes together is so clever. So this set particular, it's got this little compartment here. You can take this piece off. You've got the bridge. This is where the majority of the stickers were. In fact, I think all the stickers minus the name tag. I've got Bosk and IG88. They're living in there for now. I would like to get Dengar, which is the other bounty hunter which comes with this set, and obviously the Darth Vader Admiral, and I forget his name, but he is quite expensive. He's about £40, so I'll have to have a think about getting him. Love the Star Destroyer here, just flying off the port side there. And I think in terms of the scale, it really does make you appreciate just how big this Super Star Destroyer is in the Star Wars galaxy. The other sticker, as I mentioned, is the name plaque, and that's really cool, gives a lot of detail about this ship. The stands themselves, really good, and it just holds this so stable. It really is, and I can put this anywhere and feel confident it's going to stay up. So that's really, really cool. Now, in terms of the overall size, I mean, this is huge. So let's have a quick measure for the American viewers. Oh, I've taken the bridge out. But for the American viewers, it is 4 foot and 1 inch. And for the British and European viewers, it is 125 centimeters. That's 1.2 meters. So this is certainly a large Lego set. Now, I know that you are waiting to hear just how much this cost me. It has been probably the most exciting part of the build prior to building it, was collecting all the pieces. It was my 2003 project, if you remember, and I said that on the second-hand market, this set came in at around £600 to £1,200. Now, I have managed to purchase all of the pieces. I am missing 3 figures and 1 piece. The 1 piece is a trans clear blue or trans light blue round brick with the printed Emperor on there, and that's the only piece I haven't been able to buy. But with that all said, this came in, buying it piece by piece, I spent £314.25, which means that this cost me just short of half the price I could have bought it for second hand altogether. Now, bearing in mind I will need to buy some extra figures, the 3 extra figures, which I estimate are going to cost me around £40 for the Imperial Officer. We're looking at about £15 to £20 for Dengar, and about the same again for Darth Vader. So all in all, it's probably about another £90, taking this total to about £400. That still brings me well in under that £600 mark, and I have to say there was something fun about buying pieces each month, keeping a tally on a spreadsheet and just making sure that I was getting the right pieces, the right colour. It's been a lot of fun, but I have to say 2024 will not have
a project like this. And I just want to say that it was possible to buy this for the price that I did because I didn't need to buy any printed pieces. Now, I have looked at buying the TIE Fighter pilot helmet piece by piece this year. The problem is that there are 2 printed pieces in the set, and that makes it a much more expensive job to buy. So I'm going to have a think about 2024, what I might want to try and piece out. There's a couple of sets that I think would be really cool that are much smaller in the diorama set, whether that's Vader's meditation chamber or the Bespin duel with Luke and Darth Vader. I might look at those 2, something smaller this year, but this was certainly a lot of fun. Now, where I'm going to store it, I have an idea. I've got a shelf, but it does mean that the rest of my Imperial sets, such as my TIE Fighter and my AT-AT and the Mini Death Star and Imperial Shuttle, etc., are going to need to be taken down and bagged up to fit this up there. But I can also understand why people don't buy UCS sets. The price, the size, the need to store it, and it's a big ask, but each to their own. So anyway, guys, I've thoroughly enjoyed this. It's been a much longer Let's Get Building episode than usual, but I think as this was the project for 2023 and it's a UCS set, I think it deserves a lot longer. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope you've enjoyed following along the project. It's been great fun to do, and I will do something similar again, hopefully this year, if I can find something that I fancy doing. So until next time, guys, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.